What's up, guys? It's your boy GP with DeOrganized Media, bringing you another awesome episode of Deorganized Nightly, where we get your favorite Giga Brain Astronaut Scholars into the same room, talk about the latest alpha, Bitcoin news, world news, you name it. We've got the alpha fresh and hot off the presses with Deorganized. Hopefully, you've had a very lovely weekend going into the work week. Got to touch some grass this weekend. My brother came into town. He lives a few towns away, so went to the pool, grilled out some food, had a good old time, and recharged the social battery. So hopefully you had a similar experience, and your Monday is your Monday. Let's keep pushing into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and do it all again. Uh, Bitcoin was looking promising over the weekend, and then early Monday pumping to 120K, and now it's sitting around like 118K. So had a little bit of pullback. Not the end of the world, not really breaking any major areas, just kind of chopping around today, working its way back to the Bitcoin all-time high at 123K point two. So let's see here. Stacks back above 70 cents, actually working its way. It took a little pullback today too. Got up to over the weekend to about 80 cents, and then now down to 72 cents. So just kind of chopping around with Bitcoin at the moment. Getting into the main news, though, I wanted to. This is supposed to happen first of all. And then if you're asking yourself, ask GP anything. What is that? Go scan that QR code. Go to deorganized.media/schedule. Check out the Deorganized Nightly show. We'll pull it up in a minute when we got the guys on after the news. But go scan that QR code and tell me what you think. Check out the new functionalities for the Deorganized website. Let's go. Let me replace my screen here and go over to the bookmarks here. Let's check it out. It's my messages. Don't want to go to the messages and dox the messages. You want to go to bookmarks, GP. Bookmarks. Okay, so from Crypto T here, when Ethereum hits 33K, look at Buff Vitalik over here. ETH holders. This is how the ETH maxis are looking. There's some news in there. If you wanted to see a Grok Imagine needs to chill, this would be it right here. Donald Trump with a grill and the gold chains just going crazy. That's wild. That's a little bit more than I'm used to. Look at this guy, man. He's streaming Call of Duty on X. Could you imagine what it's going to be like with the organized and game nights and FPSTX and what Crypto Dude is building? Super based. This guy is streaming it right on X, and look at that. He's not too bad. He's doing his thing. So cool stuff. What is this? What are those? Wow. I know he's not about to explain how he's not something. Yeah, all right. Forget about it. I'm done. I'm cooked. Coming from Hero, and you can follow them at Hero Systems. Programmable Bitcoin, but smarter. Smart wallets are a form of wallets implemented as smart contracts for flexible asset management and custom controls. Check out the latest episode where we dive into 3 different implementations of smart wallets. Let's briefly go over them. So if you want to, go over there to Hero Systems and give them a follow. And you can go to GPSC_STX to find this post. I just reshared it. There we go. Coming from our beloved Peace Love Music, and you want to follow him at Peace Love Music G, along with the Deorganized account at Deorganized BTC. Okay, Louis, I see you, Louis. It finally just happened, just in time for the Fast Pull contest. I received my Rider 1, and I'm so psyched to play with it and show it off on. No, I don't want to block them. Show it off on Deorganized. Thank you for your assist, sir. Big shout out to the Rider 1 team. Love you guys. I'm gonna re-like and share this here. Boom, boom. So you can go and find it on the GPSC_STX account. Leading private wealth platform Aspen Digital AMP, Bitcoin Ecosystem Digest, Stacks. So let's read a little bit about what Aspen Digital thinks about Stacks. Stacks is the leading Bitcoin layer 2, enabling smart contracts and DeFi directly on Bitcoin. Munib's take host SIP31. Despite all the recent competition, Stacks emerged as a clear leader. On-chain transaction, market staying power, accelerated growth of devs, etc. With this effective growth round, Stacks can double down on success and lead to the growth of the entire Bitcoin L2 sector. Next up, out of post SIP31, SIP31 hard fork has been activated as SIP31 received an overwhelming 97.5% yes vote. The Stacks Appointment Committee has begun work to select the Treasury Committee. In the next 2 months, the Stacks team will focus on activating high impact grants, launching targeted workshops for builders and communities, and ramping up hiring to support the launch of the new operational entity. A full roadmap can be found here. Stacks has the most robust developer communities in BTC-Fi. Stacks ranks among crypto's top 20 most active dev communities by electric capital, with over 5K monthly GitHub commits in July. Freaking insane. 5K? These devs are shipping. It's insane. Bitcoin plus Stacks equals BTC-Fi. It's simple as that. You don't have to read too far into it. You can earn with your Bitcoin in the Stack ecosystem. So peg in, get you some SBTC, put it to work for really based gains. Let's go. Again, from the Stacks account, and you can follow that at Stacks. Stacks is shaping up to be the most BTC aligning Bitcoin layer. BTC-Fi yield strategies and products planned, organic institutional BTC-Fi traction, 100% Bitcoin finality, Bitcoin as gas fee plan. If you want a Bitcoin native experience, Stacks is the one to choose. Look at that, SDX/SBTC. Going multi-chain as well with the wormhole NTT technology. Love it. Going to Sol and Sui. So let's check it out. Coming from the Hermetica squad, and you can follow them at Hermetica-Fi. We've integrated Phantom and OKX into our app. Connect and swap USDC on Ethereum to USDH seamlessly. Swap now. Look at that integration with Phantom and OKX. Big shout out to Jacob and the Hermetica team. Coming from the Zest Protocol account, and you can follow them at Zest Protocol. Come hang out with the Stacks community in the Zest Town Hall AMA. It's the perfect place to discuss new developments in Stacks, hear Web3 updates, and have fun together. Tune in on Wednesday, the 13th of August at 11 a.m. EST. Look at that. And I will be spearheading this with a couple of base legends. I think Jack shows up, 3HANA, Peace. All of us will be kicking out dope high frequency vibes and getting into the alpha. So go set your reminders there on this space, just like this. Boom, set your reminder and get into the know. Again, from the Zest Protocol account, why use Zest as your Bitcoin lending protocol? Because it's backed by the best in the game, including Tim Draper, Binance Labs, and Bitcoin OGs like Munib. Look at it. Look at it. I'm the Zest community manager, and I also have a based activity schedule in the Zest Discord. So jump into the Zest Discord. We have daily Rumbles for prizes. We have content contests, bi-weekly find to earn rounds. You name it, we got it in the Zest community. And you can pack your bags with based SIP10 assets like Rue, Leo, Flat, Nasty, Peggy, and SDSDX. Look at that. Coming from the Stacking DAO handle. And you can follow that at Stacking DAO. Don't miss the Stack DeFi show tomorrow at 10 a.m. ET. The show will feature all the main Stacks DeFi apps, as well as others, sharing news, creating a more open and engaging format. Set your reminders so you don't miss it. And see, I already got mine set, so I'm not going to miss it. Love it. Again, from the Stacking DAO handle, STSDX usage as collateral on Zest keeps climbing, borrowing against it up over 16% in the past week, strengthening its role as pristine collateral in Stacks. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. Almost like just working our way up to that 5 million mark. Love it. Latest, Glassnode reports that addressing holding 10K plus ETH have reached addresses holding 10K plus ETH have reached 868,886, the highest level in a year. Lots of people holding ETH. Another one from Cointelegraph here. Alert: 14 billion in Bitcoin shorts set to be liquidated if BTC hit 120k, 25k. That's crazy. Big boy shorts getting liquidated if we hit and make a new all-time high this week. Let's see. Bullish, bullish. BNC, formerly CEA Industries, bought 200,000 BNB worth 160 million, becoming the largest corporate holder of the token. Look at CEA Industries making moves. Look at that for BNB right there, pancake swap. BlackRock bought that is 12 billion in ETH. Look at that. Latest ETH options open interest has hit 13.75 billion, its highest level this year, and near the 14.6 billion record from March 2024. So open interest refers to derivatives like exchange traded products, futures, all that stuff. That's open interest. So working on a new all-time high for ETH open interest at the moment. Look at that. Update. Bloomberg reports that Terraform Labs co-founder Do Kwon may plead guilty in a U.S. fraud case over the 2022 40 billion Terra USD collapse, with a change of plea hearing set for Tuesday. Do Kwon Desk, what you doing, bud? If you did not know, I think this guy smuggled a treasure in his butt into prison. Am I misremembering that? Did that happen? Let me know in the comments. I think he did. Anyways, bullish. South Korean investors brought 259 million of Bitmine in July, making it their top overseas stock. Look at that, Bitmine, do your thing. South Korea just buying up Bitmine. Safety Shot has formed a strategic alliance. Wow, a strategic alliance with Bonk's founding contributors, receiving 25 million in Bonk tokens as part of a new treasury strategy. A Bonk treasury strategy? Safety Shot has some. That's some degen stuff right there. President Trump has signed an executive order extending the China tariff deadline by 90 days. Shaking hands and making plans. Let's go. Bullish. OSL HK becomes the first exchange in Hong Kong approved to offer retail trading of Solana. So look at that. OSL HK, Hong Kong. Let's go. Updates. The odds of a Federal Reserve cutting rates next month have risen to 81.6% on Polymarket. Look at that, dude. Looking for a Fed rate cut. Bullish. The TON Foundation announced that Coinbase Ventures is now holding TON. So they're holding a ton of TON. That's TON squared. Look at that. Bullish. Ethereum hits 4,350, surpassing Netflix and MasterCard in market capitalization. Look at that. Latest, Uniswap Foundation proposes creating a new governance entity under Wyoming's Duna framework, allocating 16.5 million in Uni for past tax and legal costs. Wow, look at that. Governance for Wyoming under the Uni framework. Wow, crazy. Just in, Paxos has applied for a U.S. National Trust Bank license, joining Circle and Ripple. Wow, that's crazy. Paxos, is that the same people that made PaxG, like the gold and Bitcoin pair? I'm curious. But now trust bank license in the U.S. Things that make you go Bullish. Nakamoto CEO David Bailey says he'll buy 1 billion of worth of Bitcoin tomorrow. Let's see what he does. Let's see David Bailey put David Bailey put his skin in the game. 1 billion worth of Bitcoin tomorrow. Do you think he'll make it? Do you think he'll actually make this bid? Let's see. Just in, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin now takes BTC and other cryptos for space flights. Is Amazon next in line? Wow. You want to go on a Blue Origin rocket into space? What did Buzz Lightyear say? Gotta have a corny Buzz Lightyear saying with this one, right? It just seems like, yeah. Damn, dude, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, you can pay for one of those flights with crypto now, so there you go. Justin, Trump Media filed an amended S1 for Truth Social Bitcoin ETF, holding BTC directly with Crypto.com as custodian. Chainlink and intercontinental exchange launch real-time FX and precious metals data on chain. Look at that, Chainlink and ICE. Bitmine, bunch of ETH, stash, an ICO well of ETH moved some ETH. Fear and greed index at 70. Global M2 money supply is on the rise. Will Bitcoin follow? If history repeats itself, yes. When M2 money supply moves up, so does Bitcoin. And then this is the last one. Then I'm going to bring on the guys. So latest, Samson now says Ethereum investors are rotating their Bitcoin to pump ETH on new narratives like Ethereum treasury companies, then dump ETH at highs to rotate gains back into BTC. Warning, no one wants ETH in the long run. Wow, this guy's base. Can we just like get a copy of this, like copy this and then like, wow, gonna post that and then make a Bob meme with that or something, right? Like that is prime for a Bob meme, I'm telling you. Based. Let me grab this story too. I'll just put it in for safekeeping, and then I'll send it to the Bobs later. But I can see a fire meme coming out of that. Oh, and how could I skip this one? DeOrganized Live, new feature, giveaway number 1. Watch episodes live on each show page, plus on-chain giveaways with a simple STX transaction. Today we tested it, and it worked. Deorganized.media. Look at that. So new feature added, watch DeOrganized shows live on the website and participate in giveaways with on-chain registration and live winner selection tools. Look at that. It is beautiful. What's new? You can now watch our shows and episodes at DeOrganized.media. So there's a little embed there. We could probably show it off in a little bit. We're also testing creator tools on-chain giveaways, simple low-fee SDX transaction to register, plus formats for polls and gated claims coming soon. Love it. How the DeOrganized giveaway events work: open a live episode page during the show, connect your Stacks wallet if you aren't logged in, tap register for giveaway, and confirm a tiny STX transaction. We snapshot entries on draw on chain live, non-custodial, and your wallet stays yours for on-chain raffles. Today's prize, Not Punk, number 4884. A little palindrome right there. A collab between Not, that is Rap Nothing, and Spaghetti Punk Club. So Spaghetti _Punk there Club. Perfect inaugural prize for a DeOrganized live giveaway show. Love it. So the winner right here. Boom, boom, boom. Web3 Queen for the win. Let's go. Love it. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh yeah. So this is the Satoshi AI agent, where AI meets spirit of big shout out to CTSN and the guys out of the CTSN and Stacking DAO and Zest Discords and Satoshi AI Discords. All the guys grinding, making great content. Look at that. Got down with that one right there. So let me stop sharing my stream. Let me bring on the guys. Got some bass chads in the house. We got our lovely Peace Love music in the house tonight. What's up, Peace? We've got Crypt Titty in the house. What up, Crypt Titty? And we got the Legend of Stacks Legends, Jack in Switch. What up, guys?
What the shit, dude? What's the odds?
Oh, I didn't get the memo. Not me. I've been wearing this since this morning. So this is totally.
I just put it on for the show, so I guess I have to take it off.
It's actually a super. Dan picked a good material. It's
nice. I ain't gonna front.
It's an okay shirt.
I'm looking for it too. I almost wore it too. I swear it. No, not even making that up.
We could do the boom show.
Shout out to Dan from Boom.
3 booms and some titty.
Boom, 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 titty. Sounds like a rhythm. But yeah, so
the lesser known Black Eyed Peas song.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, 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 titty. That's a good one. So a lot of the times, Steve and I try to wear our Pizza Ninja shirt on the same day. I haven't gotten to wear mine on live yet because I'll come into the studio.
Damn it, I gotta wear a different shirt.
And he's still wearing not still wearing, but he's wearing the Pizza Ninja shirt on the exact same day. Like I'll come sit down. I'll come sit down in the studio. I'll be like, he's wearing the Pizza Ninja, man, and get my happy ass back on up. It's like, are we doing karate in the garage yet? Did we just become best friends? Yep. Like, come on now. So I get my ass up and I'll wear my Pizza Ninja shirt one day. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. But happy Monday, guys. Got a lot going on in the space. Big shout out. Like I've been saying this, like the CTSN guys and the Gigaverse ambassadors have been cooking their ass off all weekend. Dude, like I'm telling you, whenever I finish this show here, they're still cooking. And that means it's like 3 p.m. for half of those guys. So crazy, man. All that IP stuff that you were talking about, Jack, where, the SIP-10s are the IPs for the movies and the AI tooling and all of that. It's happening.
Yeah, like it's look, what do we like to do? We like to be ahead of the curve, right? That's what we like to do, period. And you can go right now and see stuff that we've been talking about for a year coming to pass now, right? And then the trick is to just recognize it when it's happening and take the appropriate measures then. But I mean, the talent stacks in the stacks community is so high. It's always been off the charts high, from developers on down to community. And having these organizations like this in stacks is massive. And being able to showcase that to other ecosystems is also like quite massive. Like one of the things I've been occupying myself with, I was like, go to the AI guild and I'm like, hey guys, what do y'all think about making this image for this? And then bam, make it, put it all over X. And people are like, oh, that's so cool. Like that's just like scratching the surface of what's possible.
Yeah, dude. I feel like and they're starting to share their workflows and which AIs they're doing it. They're getting like really like detail oriented with their prompting, and they're making a prompt library to my knowledge, right? Like they're like logging the way that they come up with these different creations, right? Which will end up being a very valuable resource. You share your prompt.
It's like a spell book.
Right. Like you make a movie, bro. Like think about 1 or 2 creatives getting together and then working on a project together without AI. And then imagine 4 or 5 people that are learning AI and the workflows to fine tune the product. Who are you gonna bet on, right? Like
look at the evolution of Root. Like when we started, what did we do? You were right there in the trenches, and we were like trying to make art to like make this whole thing, right? And now, if you look at the art that comes out for Rue on any given day, it was like months of previous work, to get the same amount of output that you're getting in a day now.
I used to make the frames frame by frame, guys. Everything was frame by frame. Like, you know what I mean? And now it's like, and like, yo, boom, whole movie. What's the premise? And all the creatives, right, working to create awesome content. We spoke about this. I talked about how the space would move from a place where, you need a dev to do anything, and then to a space that caters towards the creatives, and you can create anything if your mind, can think of it. So it's happening.
That's exactly it. Like, so for people who follow me on X, like I'm not shutting up about this agent hustle thing because it's fucking awesome. And it's like, it speaks to exactly what you're saying. Like, I am not technical enough to take what I want to monitor in a market and like automate all these different things to make decisions. But I can tell something technical exactly what I want and sit there and test it and iterate on it, test it and iterate on it. So I don't have any talent for visual arts, but I am degen as fuck.
Yes,
So
you are.
I'm sitting here like, and it's fun to do the process. It's fun, but this is like one huge aspect of where this space is headed.
Totally different grind.
Yeah,
Totally different grind, bro.
and like
utilizing the same
still early.
technology.
You're still early to it. Like the AI stuff is in crypto. AI is the answer to the wallet problem. Like if you could conceptualize like what's the biggest sticking point for a normal person to go to crypto, I think like I recognized that the first time I ever did a Coinbase transaction. And I'm like, okay, wait, this crazy ass long address. And like, if I do this wrong, like I'm going to lose my money. And like, oh shit, like, let me do a test first. Well, guess what? We're getting to a place very quickly where that's not even going to be a part of the calculus. Like, you're just going to tell your phone or your computer or what have you, hey, do this, and it's going to do it. And I don't even know, like, if you extrapolate, like, what's the user experience for anyone on the internet going to be soon? I mean, how much is going to be AIs just connecting with APIs and so forth and just completely customizing your experience anyway?
Exactly.
But you're seeing that happen in crypto now.
Well, you've got one AI that's already kind of connecting to all the major protocols in this ecosystem, right? So you connect a few different AIs, just like there's a workflow with creating like a visual piece for marketing content. The same thing, flip it on its head for degen activities, right? Multiple agents feeding the information through multiple agents to get the highest result, right? So I think that talking with the agent hustle guys is going to be a lot of fun on Wednesday. I can't wait to talk to them. And then
very much looking forward to that.
Oh, by the way, we have a different guest this Wednesday. They're coming on next Wednesday.
Oh shit. Okay, well I'm still excited about Wednesday's guest.
That was my bad. We actually have a lot. I think the Tokyo Wallet guys are coming on tomorrow.
There we go.
And then Wednesday we have, I forget the kid's name. He's in the Stacks Ascent program. He's working on
Kenny.
some kind of, not Kenny.
Not Kenny. Okay.
The guy that's coming on is working on a project that's for like some kind of crowdfunding for filmmakers.
Oh, that's serious. Serious biz. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to talk to him on Wednesday. And then I don't think that's all the guests we have for this week. And then next Wednesday is Agent Hustle.
Oh yeah, dude.
Crowdfunding for films could be as easy as an NFT pre-sale.
That's like, it.
That's where people have to start thinking. You just have to adjust your thought process. Like, we're sitting here now. If we look back just a few years about the shit we talk about on any given day now, like that was unrecognizable in 2019.
It was you had to have some really deep vision to be able to conceptualize these things.
Right. And so to know where we're at now and how quickly it's moving. And oh, by the way, unless Bitcoin decides to just absolutely rip, we're in alt season. Like
we're in alt season.
It started, and it's going to look a little bit different, just like Bitcoin bull has looked different.
I think Bitcoin will still carry. I don't think Bitcoin's do a lot of corrective action right now. I think it'll kind of chop.
But well, I also saw that in the news too, right? Like that somebody was saying, hey, they're gonna pump ETH with their Bitcoin to rotate profits back into Bitcoin. Do you think that the liquidity is only gonna rotate once? Like ETH is as far as their risk tolerance? You know, I think not, man. I think not.
There's gonna be so much more liquidity. There's so much more liquidity now, than than you had in like previous alt seasons.
So what it looks like,
there's going to be more.
There's tons of liquidity in there, and if they cut in September, which they probably are going to do. That'll probably send it a little bit. We might be choppy until then. Ethereum, though, so what it looks like right now is that Bitcoin and Ethereum, obviously the ETFs, like they got huge inflows in July. Like it was enormous. It's still
1 billion plus.
2 billion.
It's freaking
There was
crazy.
1 week. There was 1 week we had 2 billion net inflows into Bitcoin, and like 1 billion in ETH, all in one.
Insane, dude.
It was nuts. But it was also growing, and it's
Crazy.
kind of tapered, but it's still net inflows. But they just kind of. So I'm seeing signals that, like the idea that there's going to be an XRP or a Solana ETF or any of that stuff is unlikely anytime soon. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the ones. They're already established. They're already trading.
Yeah, but they have talks about like Ton and Sol and Tron, like those ones
I'm
have
not
had
saying
like
those
types
won't
of-
run,
right.
but they're not, and they might actually outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin because they're starting from a lower point. They have more room to grow, but they're less of a sure thing, long term and consistency. Ethereum's kind of a sure thing right now. It's not. It doesn't have the same upside as some of these other coins, but it's a safer bet.
Put it this way: from
Or
a
it's
purely degen perspective, the worst feeling in the world in alt season is when everything's pumping except what you're holding. Right? Like that's the worst feeling. You know, so diversify for one. Recognize what's the dynamics and how they play out. And two, AI coins, dude. Like, get you some AI coins. I think the AI coin 2.0 meta has officially kicked off as well, and it's looking pretty good already. And there's some great entries out there. So
banker, agent hustle.
There's another one, SNAI, that the agent hustle bot that I built, he called that one before it pumped. Like I made nice profits off of that. Now keep in mind, like I'm testing out this agent hustle thing with a little bit of money. Like I'm not gonna throw just stacks of money at something that is brand new in crypto. Well, brand new to me anyway, and relatively new in general, just because that's not best practices. But like it's put me on, SNAI. That was a nice bump. Token called IQ. Like I'm up. Like I've had an 85% hit rate with Hustle. But the point is with Alpha Beast. But the point is, like right now, just in general, we're probably to the point where you can throw a dart at an AI ticker and know it's going to pump. Not too long down the road here.
All right, so I'm agreeing to the terms and services. Logged in with my Phantom wallet. Where can I copy, trade, jack, and switch? What wallet?
No, the fun is in building out your thing, man. Like that's really the fun part, is when you go in there and you just start basic. Just start like you would do with any kind of AI agent, and just ramp up, test, ramp up, retest. And like I'm on like version 3 of the Alpha Beast that I've been working on. And but it's more than just like,
are you training it on information? Do you train it on information, or you just kind of talk to it?
I'm more or less talking to it and getting feedback and research, and then find.
So it's checking my wallet balance. What I've asked is, make me a strategy with my wallet funds that will make me the most profit in the least amount of time. I hope you create a high profit short term strategy with your current funds. Let me first check your wallet balance to see what we're working. I would imagine see what we're working with.
Yeah, and it's a beta product. Keep that in mind, but it's extraordinarily impressive.
So I see currently has 0 soul. I got some soul in there, man. Like,
well, you have to migrate to your agent hustle vaults.
All right, so when
Go
we
up to
go here,
balance.
we go to balances, we go over here, right? Okay.
Go find your vault. Yeah.
So we got a little vault here, and
Send
there's
it.
like, you know what I'm saying? So piggy bank, soul, infinite amount of soul. I probably got to bridge it over, don't I? I don't
No,
have
I
tinfoil.
mean if you got Solana, just copy your vault address like any other wallet address and just send it over.
Okay, so this is on Ethereum or it's on Sol.
Solana.
So if I do this and just be like, you know, hey, I'll send a little bit of Sol to this recipient's address. This wallet address has no balance and doesn't appear your recent Okay, so it's good. It's picked up as a Sol wallet, and I just go like, 0.2, right?
And it can be completely multi-chain. Like that's the cool thing about this.
Send, close, send 2.2 Sol. All right, see what happens whenever it pulls up over here, over on this on the vault. But maybe I do a refresh, see if that does the thing that I want it to do.
Yeah, refresh it. You'll see your Solana in your wallet.
Okay, so I got some transactions in there. I got some. All right. So let me go back to the drawing board and make me a high risk strategy that will sell tokens or buy low, sell high for a short period of time for maximum degen activities.
And then you want to play with your conditional orders. Like there's a lot of toolkits here. Like for one, there's things that you make permanent memories where it'll recall, like if you're trying to build out a complicated strategy. And, you know, right now, you know, it's in a safe mode where it can't buy or sell without you telling it to buy or sell, right? Like it can't have full autonomous control over your wallet. But you can set conditional orders. You can have it, you know, layer sales, layer stop losses, etc., which is helpful.
So I need to set some stop losses. It's like I don't want to lose more than $5 at a time.
I want to drive a Lambo.
Drive.
Clippy was one that like that's what I like about it, because when I go look at like Deck Screener, it's just like, you know, I don't know, you could buy something and be at zero in a minute, right? But what I've found with this so far, the way it's helped me, like Clippy, I caught Clippy at a nice time for a sweet little pump. Like,
so my bot is gonna buy Clippy from you. Your bot is gonna sell Clippy to me. I see the strategy here. Oh, shit.
like the Lambo.
Real quick, I want to let some of our viewers know that there's some new tools going on with DeOrganized, and we actually have the ability right now during the live stream. If you guys go, I'm going to show you on my.
I got it right here.
Am I on there? I'm up.
So here, I'll put you up now. Da 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. All right, and that's you.
All right, so over here on this on the right, you can ask a question. You hit ask a question. You guys see this pop up?
Yeah.
You can ask GP any question you want. It's 10 STX. Or you can do the equivalent in SBTC. So there's an ask me anything. So first of all, this is the live stream is actually replaying right on DeOrganized Media in the show episode page. So you can actually get there right through the schedule. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to see on the show schedule, it says that it's live when it's live, and you can click on it and go right to the stream to watch it. This morning we did a giveaway. We actually had like 20 people register for a giveaway. We gave away a spaghetti punk. And tonight You guys can ask GP any question you want, 10 stacks. 80% of
Does he
those
have
stacks go to young GP, the nephew, in support of his football efforts. So South
Let's go.
Carolina youth football will be receiving 80% of the benefit of tonight's AMA fees. And the first question tonight comes from myself. GP, on a scale of from 1 to 10, how's the MILF scene at football?
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing, Steve. You know, the little ones are hot and ready, right? So they are on the field. They are out there trying to get it in any which way, shape, or form. Some of them have newborns, so it is a little quiet. I would give it as far as you know, for the flag football scene and the soccer scene. Soccer scene is just blowing it out of the water, man. Just got that energy. It's just got that energy. But I will give it a solid 8.2. Solid 8.2 out of 10.
Flag football's 8.2.
Yes, but soccer is damn near 9.8. I'll give you that.
That's almost unicorn territory.
the official MILF ranker?
So you can ask me, you know, DGen activity questions too for 10 STX, or you know, like maybe one night I'd just be like, hey, it's a free for all. It's like 0.5 STX, and I want to do 100 questions, and we do a stream-a-thon, and we ask GP, we find a way to fund my nephew to get him some new cleats, help him get new shin guards for the next soccer season. Or pack his bags for like whenever he's old enough to work in this ecosystem. He's already said it before. Like when I'm old enough, I want to work on Bitcoin like uncle, right? So
and
let's
honestly,
make that happen.
not for nothing, but if for nothing else, this project got the young lad his first wallet address and a little bit of STX. But guys, go on to the website. Again, it's real easy. You go to DeOrganized.media. Click the schedule. You got to scroll down, because we had so many shows on Monday that it's like way down here right now.
It's GQ.
You click watch, and the show is there. You can press play. It's live. And I think somewhere on here, I think it used to have, oh, here you go. You can actually you can click on the people that are in the show regularly, go to their page. You can also send tips that way. And if you have a DeOrganized account, which anyone can have a DeOrganized account, you do not have to be on the show. You just, simple wallet connection. You know, I just connected, you just connect your wallet. This is a welcome message that you get every time you connect.
Not just that, Mr. Wagme. I will show my feet for the right price. So
yes, sir. So we got Jackman Switch OnlyFans for feet lovers. Feet.
If you like that shit, more power to you. I'll happily take it.
You know, if you want to see GP do a little dance, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you send a little super chat, a little 10 STX. Holla holla, make me want to, you know, dollar make me holla, you know, type deal. Right? We may
don't ask for a Filipino lobster roll.
That's where you can get one, though.
Hey, dude, I don't discriminate, and I'm out here trying to get it in every which way. So don't you just say stuff. Don't you say that to me, Ricky Bobby? Don't you say that to me? I want to go fast.
All right, guys. So that's my interjection into the evening. Guys, try it out. Let us know. It's support 10 STX to play around with, a new way to use stacks. You're helping us out. You're helping out the young lad. So throw 10 stacks at it.
It's called Creative Revenue Splits, right? So remember,
where
you can split them every which way.
Right. Value-added use cases for stacks, transactional volume, helping out the guys, helping out the show grow, and new tech that can be applied across the ecosystem.
And you can split them every which way, just like those flag football moms. Boom.
By
Did
the way,
it.
you guys also get an
Killed it.
NFT. You get an NFT.
Sent it.
You ask a question, the transaction gives you an NFT too, so you always have the NFT for that episode.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's a DNT NFT, right? So it has a QR code. It uses vectors. It is on chain. So I love to see the technology that came out of like the Rubru camp, right? Ian and Jack be leveraged in a new way, right? So
That's
I was
awesome. So this is official the second DMT NFT on Stacks.
correct. I think
That is
like
so cool.
that's what I
That's
know
the
of it.
coolest thing. Like,
I can't confirm that it's officially a DMT. Is that? I know it's.
I was talking with Trip
Is
and
that what he used? Like he
said
said.
that he said that you can use he used the same terminology that whenever I was first getting my start, it says you need to be using SVG formatting and all that type of stuff that
Right.
comes along with
It's
DMT NFTs. So
changeable.
that's what spoke to me is like when he said it was a DMT NFT and then that the QR code is the ticket and then that you can pimp it out with SVGs and redacted for different redacted and then get the creators to get redacted, then I was like all over it. I was like, yeah, that's
so cool.
DMT.
That's,
So yeah,
I mean, it's all open source, right? And like that's the whole thing. There's so much potential for that. To see it used is that's awesome. That is really cool.
and I think I might start doing a segment like GPs. What's the alpha for today, right? And like a lot of the times, Jack is my signalman. I might just say, hey, Agent Hustle said this, SAI said that. Together, working in conjunction with using Hustle to talk to SAI, I got this. So 10 SDX helps my nephew get his new cleats or pack his bag for when he's ready to enter this ecosystem some odd years from now. But yeah, I like it. I love the tooling that is being created utilizing the technology that you have here.
These tools are not one stacks, by the way, goes to Deorganized or us at all. It all actually is split right now. 20% goes to GP, the other 80% goes to the nephew. I want to make sure that's clear. None of this is actually money making for us at all. It is 2 stacks for GP, and he didn't even actually know about this. This was put together by codename Satoshi and myself, mostly codename Satoshi. I just played around with it earlier today, and that's where I asked my question and registered my question. But it's not. This is not a. This is a tool that will be available for anyone that's using DeOrganized Media that has a show. In the show schedule, will actually be able to use these tools and set up their own splits. Determine we're having a show, we want to do a giveaway that's a fundraiser for something, so there's a cost involved in the giveaway, or there's like this, it could be an AMA. There's a couple of other tools that are coming that I'm not at liberty to share yet because I'm not sure when we're going to be ready to display them. But there's all sorts of things we can do with these tools. It's really interesting stuff. And so this is very new, and we're just trying it. This is the first time GP's even seen it today. And earlier this morning, we hadn't tried it all, the giveaway thing, until we went live this morning. So it's a work in progress. But
to see the randomizer on the giveaway was like mind blowing. I was like, what? That had like a user interface
through all the people that had registered and then landed on one. So I could do that live.
That's awesome.
I was sharing my screen at the time, which you don't have to do it that way. I could do other things that require it to like I could always say, oh, you have to like and repost the live stream and register. Yeah. And so I might go in and look, and I'll cross-reference the list with who registered and then pick somebody. I don't have to use the randomizer, but it's there. What's up, Zenitron?
You could put it in there to where like they have to go to the show episode and then promote it on X from the website, and then that could be a gate. Like promote the show, right? So that's an awesome tool.
What's up, Zenny? Functionality and not a whole lot of restrictions. I didn't set it up yet, so I don't have admin access to set those up. 'Cause
Right
it's
on, dude.
But
It's
Right.
I mean, soon,
Just
dude.
chilling.
Just chilling. What's up, man? Happy Monday, bro. We were
Happy
talking about the
Monday.
new deorganized media functionality with the giveaways connected to the shows and spaces, Discord, screen shares, all of that. You can do special giveaways through Media now, tailored to the people that are connected and registering for the raffle. You can also then do creator revenue splits to where, for example, you have an AMA with me and you ask me a question. My question of the day was, what score out of 10 is the milk scene and the flag football and the nightly theme, right? The nightly theme type question.
You know what we should do? We should get Munib on here and have like a big charity
Absolutely.
giveaway. No, like seriously, like
Yeah.
10XTX, ask Munib a question and like designate some kind of charity or something to send the STX.
the next time we find someone that we really want to get streaming, they don't have stable internet. We can do a fundraiser for another Starlink, and we can do it. Now we have an even like a roadmap to run it.
Streamathon. Streamathon,
Right.
bro. Stream
Right.
until the tickets are sold. The raffles tickets are sold.
Right, but it's all open. People see where the wallet is. They know, like, if it was 300, like I had it, we sent all the money for 300 to the Deorganized wallet, and while I'm not worried about the work involved, like I hate holding funds and having to
Right.
account for somebody else's money. We can actually set up a community multi-sig. That's actually something I've been talking about. So what I want to do, we haven't actually, we're still just in the idea phase, but I want to create some kind of a community wallet where there's like a small group of people multi-sig from the community, trusted members of the community. I don't know how we're going to establish this exactly yet. Do a live stream with a Cigna, someone from a Cigna showing us how to set up the multi-sig wallet, so we have content on it. We can show it. We can show other people how to do a multi-sig wallet and a use case for that.
Which is
And
great
then-
practice.
Yeah, and then have start doing some fundraiser efforts for the community needs this. You know, the AI Guild needs some AI credits, or they need credit. They need access to a tool. We need to raise a little bit of money, or we have some money in that fund because we had some left over from something else we raised money for. We could actually create a community wallet and fund it.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, dude. Bolu needs a new mic, right? We could fund that. I also want to like bring into like BoostX options. You can set your options contract to then help fund stuff like that. Like say you set the options contract to adjust cause that you discovered on Deorganized through these raffling systems, right? And you're like, oh, what's the BNS name for that? I want to partake in that in my
Sponsors,
daily
right?
boosting.
Sponsorships.
Yeah, sponsorships. Micro
Well,
funding.
there's your referral. That's like your main, right? That's like once you
That
set
when you
referral-
boost, they get some
Right.
some dividends and shit.
So I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood. What was the
The options like take a portion of that BoostX fee, which is 0.1 STX. 40% of that fee goes to one part of it goes to your referral whenever you boost. One part, the other 3 parts go to the wallets that you set. So
right? The sponsors.
yeah,
Yeah, you can sponsor people with your fees. So when you boost a tenth of a stacks, or a tenth of a tenth your 0.1 stacks fee goes to up to 4 people.
right. So yeah,
That's cool.
it's something very based, and I feel like with all these social fi tools that we are building, like the way to go forward is to definitely get interfunctionality going. just like I see with the AIs and stuff like that in our ecosystem. Same thing with the SocialFi and GameFi. All of it is interconnected. We have a permissionless, trustless, borderless society that we're working within. It happens naturally that all the apps just kind of function together. So I can't wait to see
Yeah,
new builders enter our ecosystem through trying to secure some funding for whatever they're trying to build. And then we have interoperability between multiple chains and stacks. I had this thesis that stacks is the bridge that anchors all chains back to Bitcoin. You know, that's
Well,
my
you
thesis.
look at it like this. Like on Solana, Wormhole is going to connect with Stacks, right, for SBTC. So you could say that SBTC is where Stacks meets Solana, right? And then when you're talking about things like Agent Hustle, that can be multi-chain. Start extrapolating from that. When you have shared assets on different chains, you have shared AIs working on different chains, different strategies, different liquidity provision strategies, like all of these different ways to win. Because we have a sweet spot, and we don't know how long that sweet spot is between like where you have an edge, and then like the market it becomes like crazily efficient, or intentionally not efficient because some AIs decided that this is the
Yeah,
way it's
some people need to get
right.
wrecked. Yeah.
It's like, but there's a sweet spot here to put all this stuff together and really grow. And like, that's how you get more eyes on your chain. Like this idea where, hey, we're just going to be on this one place, and this is the only place that people are going to come, and everyone's going to discover it, and they're going to be here, is not as true as we probably once thought it was. Now in reality, I'm extremely bullish on building on Bitcoin. I think that that's the standard. I think that that's not going anywhere. I don't think that anyone's going to lose the taste for Bitcoin anytime soon. I'll be long dead if it happens, right? So building on Bitcoin via stacks, which is, as far as I can tell, the best way to scale Bitcoin. And then you have then you just have this quality, right? You have like, okay, sure, I can go on Solana right now and go get in some meme, LP pool and try to get like 2,000,000% APY. But what am I actually going to accomplish? Whereas if I just am a normal person and I just want to earn some money on my assets and not have to obsess about this stuff and go on about my normal life, having tools that can point you to things like Granite and Zest, and USDH with Hermetica and things like that, that's massive. And that's where it's really going to stand out. The quality is going to stand out, but the way we access the quality is going to completely change. And it's not just going to be about going to CT to go get some alpha. It's going to be like you have this highly intelligent crypto agent that's helping you find the things that work best for you. And that's why it's bullish being on stacks, because you're just so close to Bitcoin. You're right there. You're literally earning Bitcoin with your stacks. Like proof of transfer is just an amazing mechanism by which we function with Bitcoin, consensus mechanism. It's massive. It's a huge advantage. So yeah, like it's going to be quality, and the way we find a quality is going to be different. But we also have to recognize the interoperability aspect of all these things. Like that's coming. Like the future's omni-chain. That's all there is to it.
Right on, dude. So, omni-chain intergalactic enterprises. Let's go. I love it. I can see the future. Like my brain is like spinning in so many different directions. So with my personal IP, I want to use AI and decentralize the storytelling of the Gigaverse. I want to like make the Gigaverse creation engine and somehow reference different events and stacks, and then tell the story of the real events that are happening in stacks through the lens of the Gigaverse. Something like that. And then maybe you connect your wallet and it scans for the NFTs that are in your wallet, and then somehow they make little cameos within the scenery. You know,
or they inspire a whole new collection of NFTs, right? Like
exactly. Well,
every
the
time,
comic will be an NFT in itself.
right? Like so, the comic, if it hits certain metrics or whatever, it gets added to this collection to be minted, right? Like there's a lot of different things you can do with that.
And I might utilize signals, right? And see about like maybe the pieces individually. Like maybe we use signal, like we make it a continuous collection instead of a mint, and we use signals in a novel way. I mean, it already is a novel thing, but we use signals to kind of verify, would you mint this piece of the Gigaverse, like this edition of the comic? There's only X amount of editions of this portion of the comic, you know?
Right.
My brain has been thinking of some things recently, especially seeing.
I've actually had a cool idea with
What's
that.
up?
You could do like if you have your characters in your comics, you could have it to where the characters, like say I have one version of the comic, but my characters have different attributes. It's like the same story, the same scene, but the hero or whatever the character is has like a different shirt on, and that may be more or less rare. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
for sure. You have
So
the
everyone could have their own personalized comic. Yeah, that'd be so
traits
neat.
and metadata and all of that stuff. The metadata would have to be generated beforehand, and then have these pieces be like kind of like you could get a Trimp talking to a Gigapepe, or you can get a Spaghetti Punk talking to a Gigapepe, and there's only a certain amount of those NFTs in the collection, or the Spaghetti Punk only shows up that many times in the collection, but you don't know which Spaghetti Punk ID it'll be, right? So depending on the rarity of that Spaghetti Punk times the rarity of this Gigapepe that shows up in the comic, and then you have some type of dynamic rarity to each of these editions, you know. Um, yeah, that's a cool idea. I think that's a cool idea. I've been brainstorming. The guys in CTSN and the AI Guild have really inspired me to lean back into or MMO art. Yeah, you already see where it's going, Wag me. Oh shit. So Crypto Dude is building FPSDX. It's codename FPSDX. I can feed these characters through an AI and get a full 3D model with skeletal rigging and all of that to where you can get animations. So kind of creating like NPCs right now, but in the near future, you could go log into FPSDX and play out a portion of the comic of the Gigaverse, right? Within like you go on a mission of some sort.
But only if you own the proper
Edition.
right.
So
That's
the
pretty
additions are the levels. So kind of cool, kind of excited, kind of got a lot of work to do. So just the way my brain thinks whenever like I think about what these workflows look like, I need a workflow too. So to automate all of that workflow and then decentralize the storytelling seems like the way, like the Gigaverse brand. And the way to buy into the Gigaverse creation engine is to hold Gigapepe V2, an OG Giga, or a Gigapepe Spaceship Club NFT, or just any of my OG collections, right? So I like it. I haven't seen anything like that before, so don't know how to build it. But with AI, I feel confident that it's possible.
Yeah, well, and that's just the whole thing. It's just like a lot of things that might not be possible are about to be possible. Like again, like I couldn't have like built my own alpha generating machine a year ago. Couldn't.
Yeah, I probably need to spend a little bit more time with my machine other than just telling it Lambo, please. Probably just a little bit more.
That's going to be. I'm telling you, that's going to be the direction all this stuff heads anyway. And things like NFT and especially entertainment, are going to entertainment is going to massively change, I don't know if y'all saw that clip. It was an AI generated clip making the rounds on Twitter about.
Sydney Sweeney and oh, it wasn't Sydney Sweeney. Never mind.
No, it was very. It was like very cyberpunk. It was like a 30-second movie, and it looked good.
Oh yeah, she's like in the train or whatever.
Like,
She's going through. Yeah, I've seen that. It's
yeah,
crazy.
like you're gonna be seeing Annans making the next like really cool movies and really cool books and really cool games and all of these things and the whole everything we conceptualize when it comes to media is going to be decentralized in how it's distributed, and that's going to happen on crypto rails. Like it's just that simple. There's going to be a day where we're going to do a deorganized, and we're all going to be in a metaverse, in 3D avatars, and like hanging out with people. Like that's coming. Like all that shit's coming fast.
Oh yeah, no, that's like a few months, probably a couple months away, right? Like with what I was kind of explaining, like you
High
get your-
functionality, probably more like a couple of years, but like the prototypes will be real.
you'll be able to kick it, yes, in the metaverse. Yeah.
I have an idea for this. Like we wanna build a picture, like blockchain tavern, and there is a different personalities like Captain Flynn, John Silver, like, and the idea that you can just push the button, like, and these characters become like people from the organized show, because like Peace Life Music would become like Captain Flint, and like GPSC's Billy Bones.
I love it, dude. I love it. Like, it's where you kind of connect a persona to a different persona, and then it carries traits of both of the people, like IRL traits, and then traits from the persona of that character.
Yeah, like another dimension.
Yeah, another like parallel dimension. See, like intergalactic space frogs. I also had this idea of making the Galactic Art Collective artist the keepers of the timeline, and then like if there's like just a trash piece that was minted, and like they can go in and then snip it, and then effectively burn the NFT, and then tell the person that they branched the timeline, and they get a special edition NFT for doing that. So people go and try to mint these scenes and progress the lore of the Gigaverse, and then try to break the timeline and get the keepers of the timeline involved.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just like our brain goes, I told you this AI stuff. It's got
That's
me
so cool.
thinking about endless possibility. So
No, that's the thing. Like what they said, AI is going to be like the godsend to the idea guy. Like, yeah, that shit's playing out for real.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I think we're gonna have a lot of different ways to degen. I think it's gonna be multi-chain, right? And I think that people will wake up to that, like once they start seeing like more and more leaders talking about like, hey, this is what it's gonna look like, guys. Like this is like you don't even have to feel like you are using, because not only is it good for the future to be multi-chain, right? Like it with the tools that are being built out, like say for instance the degens that are on stacks that are diehard stacks degens, they don't have to feel like they're using a different ecosystem, right? If we can just build the basic infrastructure that interacts with these other bots, but they're going out of the ecosystem, making plays and coming back,
The important thing is, and the reason why I'm pushing, well, it's several fold. The reason that I'm like telling everyone about Agent Hustle is not only because that's what I do when I'm excited about something, I can't help myself.
Yeah.
But like, you need more people to learn about stacks, and this is a way to get people to learn about stacks. Like that. This is what cross pollination is. Like, why is this guy who loves this thing talking about this stacks thing? I need to learn about that. So that has a benefit in of itself, but it's also like you said, like people, that's going to be happening anyway, and we don't want to be sitting here as an ecosystem, the only place that's like lagging with that dynamic.
So get used to it. Play with the tools.
That's not going to be okay. Like if you can only do this on Sui or Solana or Ethereum or Base or whatever. And I'd rather be the first L2 that has on Bitcoin that has this kind of stuff. So we're not lagging.
Yeah, well, I know that we've been going for a while, right? It's about that time, and I feel like we've covered a lot of bases from like what the future looks like to what's up for the Gigaverse and plenty of alpha. Just wanted to go around the room one last time, give people the mic, and say like, hey, any other thoughts that you want to add to this mind-blowing conversation? Peace. Did you want to do your thing one last time before one time for the one time?
I really I love doing this with you guys. I'm love catching you out here again, Cryptiddy. You should make it more often. It's great having you here. Love seeing Zenny. Zenny must be up working late for
Then you don't sleep.
making the fine turn rounds for tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of games every day now. And we just have, there's so much more stuff coming. It's like leaps and bounds. It's not just AI. It's not just crypto. It's like there's this whole energy behind humanity that we've been being kind of like held back and held back. When you put too much tension on an elastic band, when you let it go, it has a lot of force behind it. Well, I feel like the race, the human race, is about to be let go. And we're actually just kind of starting to feel that velocity swing back in the direction of the right trajectory. So just happy to be here with you guys to experience that.
Damn Skippy, dude. I got DJing with the buddies and the crew is the best feeling ever. Thank you, Peace. I appreciate you coming through tonight. You're the man. You're a legend. You're a Giga Brain Astronaut Scholar, good sir. Cryptiddy, what we got for the audience?
All right. I got a couple of things. Let me see. Definitely go on DeOrganized and set up your account so you can check out these new features and help little bro out with the flag football and all that and the soccer mills. And then go check out Agent Hustle. I've only dabbled with it for like a few minutes. I played with it for about an hour yesterday, and so I'm still kind of wrapping my head around that. I'm not the best with the TA stuff, so I don't know how to make the best inputs, but I think everyone should probably play around with it a little bit and figure out what's going on there. Other than that, I don't have anything.
Yeah, dude. I agree with a few different points that you made there, sir. Good with the last one mainly. That people should be experimentative, be experimenting with these tools, right? And if Stacks is going to be the bridge, the future is going to be multi-chain, and Stacks will be the bridge, right? So, yeah, big stuff happening. I can't wait to see what people cook. Zinni, did you have anything for our people, man? Any final thoughts? Any final contributions? Frequencies for the ethos, brother?
Well, just come tomorrow to the organized show again and again.
Damn Skippy, show up for the alpha, guys. That's DeOrganized is where it's at. And last but certainly not least, Legend of Stacks Legends, Jack and Switch. Any final thoughts, closing frequencies that you want to put out there?
No, be excited. Like, we're so used to this like periods where you're like, oh man, did I miss the bull market? Now everything sucks for years, and like, well, guess what? Like the good times are here. Like the good times are here right now. And if you're listening to this, you're in the right place. You're in a good place to learn. And you can do more than that, right? Because this is a wide open field that's only getting bigger. And if you like it, get in where you fit in. Like that's probably the most proud thing that probably makes me more proud than anything else related to crypto is seeing the empowerment of the Stacks community that has taken place and is taking place, and taking people and giving them the opportunities to learn new skills, to improve the skills that they had, and to increase opportunities for themselves, their families, and their communities is huge. And so the beautiful thing about all this is it's open to anybody. Anybody can do this, right? And like it's getting easier every day, and the opportunity's there. So just pay attention and get engaged.
I'm paying attention, Sensei, and I have actually went and told my, my agent Hustle to put a hustle on it, but be smart, take profits, roll profits back into something else, like keep it moving, So I appreciate you putting us on and keeping us ahead of the curve, Jack. As
One
always,
one
man.
episode we'll play with it. Like we'll go through it. We'll start fresh with a fresh agent and like see what we can build during the episode.
Well, dude, maybe there's there's something to this, like to where there's like we get the community involved, make an episode out of it, and then show them how to what's up from down with it, and how they could avoid having to sell their assets by going to Zest and then borrowing AEUSDC, and then doing a little bit of bridging to get to Sol through BitArc or whatever bridge you please, So, yeah, I think there's a whole process there, and we should definitely discover it with the audience. So, it'll be a lot of fun. Fellas, it's been great, and thank you, dude, for coming through and spending some of your most valuable asset with me, which is your time. Always fun shooting the breeze with you guys and talking about latest alpha and just kind of chopping it up. That's what we do here. So, hope you guys have a blessed rest of your night.
All right, later, man. Always a pleasure.
Later, brother.
Take it easy, bro.
See you. Good night.
See you, Zanny. This has been another based episode of Deorganized Nightly, where we get your favorite Giga Brain Astronaut Scholars into the same room, talk about the latest alpha and news, Bitcoin news, world news, you name it. We've got the alpha fresh and hot off the presses with DeOrganized. Be sure to go to DeOrganized.media and check out the new features that we have for show hosts and creators. The content creator economy is being developed right here, right now. Go to deorganized.media/schedule to figure out what shows you have to make it to. Spaces, Discord, screen shares, or podcasts, all listed on one beautiful platform to keep you in the know. Be sure to tune into Deorganized Nightly at 7 p.m. ET, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the time being, along with the Let's Go Morning Show, Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. ET. Be sure to follow the Skullcoin account, that is at SkullcoinBTC, and we play Find to Earn rounds Monday through Friday for prizes in your favorite Sit10 assets. So get involved. That happens at 9:30 a.m. ET, Monday through Friday. We do it all again tomorrow, guys. Have a blessed one. I hope that you had a high frequency Monday and had love all surrounding you. I'm extending the highest frequency vibes to you. So keep it real, keep it pushing, show up and show out, stay ahead of the curve and in the know with DeOrganized. We are building the change and building the culture. You guys have a good one. GP needs a sandwich. Peace.
You guys make sure that you go to DeOrganized.media and set up your profile today. That is DeOrganized.media/schedule, and you can play with base functionality and get yourself in the know. Have a blessed one, guys. Peace.